for the two-hand hammer. Dan scoops and scores with 2.7 to go in the pit. Now he rips it with a right hand. The fans can feel it now. It's a Lobos celebration in Vegas.
This is the Lobo Pod with the voice of the Lobos, Robert Portnoy.
Hello, Lobo fans. Welcome into another edition of your Lobo Pod. I'm your host, Robert Portnoy. It's the second of our Lobo basketball podcasts, and it's my privilege to welcome in a brand new Lobo. CJ Noland is with us. CJ, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm excellent. I appreciate you coming into our little studio here at the corner of University and Avenida Cesar Chavez to chop it up on hoops. And I'll start here, man. What do you think of Albuquerque so far?
Man, I actually love it. I mean, coming from Dallas, there's not a lot of traffic. I mean, you got to leave 15, 20, 30 minutes sometimes to go to a workout or just go to the mall or something like that. But here, you leave 5 minutes before, you're there on time. So I'm actually loving it a lot.
You're loving it. So Dallas area, Waxahachie?
Waxahachie, yes, sir.
Yeah. So what, we're talking about just 30 minutes south of Dallas?
It's about 30 minutes south of Dallas, exactly.
Yeah. And what's the town like? Tell us about your hometown.
Man, it's actually small, but over the recent years since I've been to college, it's gotten really, really big. I mean, they've been building apartments everywhere. They've been building new shopping centers. I mean, from highways, everything, overpasses, bridges. So it's like it's getting bigger every year, and every time I come back, it's kind of neat to see how it grows.
So Colby Jaden Noland.
Yes, sir.
When did the CJ nickname kick in?
I think it was actually there before I was born. My parents, I think my dad, he wanted to call me CJ, and it had to just be CJ. So I think they came up with the name Colby, and then Jaden and CJ. No.
Ever, when you were a kid, something, a little off, and Mom, Colby, get over here. Was it always CJ?
Nah, it was some Colbys in there. My grandma,
okay.
It was some Colbys. It was definitely some Colbys.
From grandma? Who's your grandma? Tell us about her.
Oh, Miss Osina, yeah, she's a great lady. She's a retired principal for many, many years. She lived in Chicago. I mean, she's just a really great lady, church-going lady. You know how she likes to get down. So yeah, shout out to my grandma for sure.
I love that. So she was the one. Colby.
Yeah, she was. Make sure it's straight on it. She was teaching me how to write and just make sure it's straight. Nope, erase it. So, I love her for that.
Start over, huh?
Start over. A lot of start overs, yeah, for
awesome.
sure.
Last season, North Texas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, final year there. Tell us about that. What stood out most for you?
Man, I think just the change of pace. I would say from playing in the Big 12 and then going to the American Conference. In size difference, I would say a lot smaller. But American Conference last year was pretty good to me. There was a lot of great talent. There was a lot of good teams and coaches as well. So, it was good. I think overall, I had a lot of fun. I know I had a lot of fun, but I think this was better for me. Yes,
all right. I'm going to go right to a highlight.
Yeah.
And we'll get to what brought you to Albuquerque and all that. But it's the AAC tournament.
Tournament.
Now, it's your career game. It's 23 points. You exploded. It's round 2. There is a highlight out there of you grabbing one at the other end and rolling coast to coast, and you ripped on a guy's dome, man.
Yeah,
it was awesome. Take us through that whole sequence.
So I'm dribbling the ball. A lot of time I see defenders get out of my way, and that happens to be this time. And so I'm dribbling. So I'm dribbling down, and I see how it just, parted like the Red Seas. I seen it, and I just took off. I didn't see nobody. I just went up and dunked it, and then that's what it was. Dunked on both of them. Actually, it was like 2 people. Yeah, it was 2 people.
Absolutely was 2 people.
It was fun.
Where along the way did you realize, oh, wait, I might be able to go and pull that rim down?
Oh, at the free throw line. Okay. Yeah, at the free throw line. I was like, yeah, I'm about to dunk it. I already know. 2 steps. That's all I needed, 2 steps.
I bet that was a good feeling, too.
Nah, it was a great feeling. It was a really good feeling. I had a lot of people in the crowd. It was close to home, so it was really good.
A lot of your people?
Yeah, a lot of my people. A lot of friends and family, yes, sir.
Could you pick them out when you threw that down? Could you hear that? Yeah?
Nah.
No? Too loud.
It might have been a little too loud, but nah.
Awesome. Why the change there, though? So you know what? Let's rewind. Actually, go back. The Oklahoma experience. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Oklahoma. It was fun. Freshman year, all Big 12 freshman team. It was fun. I liked the I liked the competitiveness that it had brought, to the team and to everybody. And being a freshman and sophomore, my younger years there, it taught me a lot.
No small feat, bro.
Yeah.
All freshman team in the Big 12?
Yes, sir.
It's a big deal. You had a great freshman year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was pretty good. I mean, it was fun. I learned a lot. I mean, we traveled. We went to Barcelona and Paris, so that was really fun. Got to experience that. So it was fun. It was a fun time. Yes, sir.
You decided after the second year that you needed to change.
Yes, sir.
And North Texas was the place.
Yes, sir.
What were you looking for in that move?
Yeah, man, I was just looking to get back myself. I mean, keep it quiet and simple. North Texas was close to home, about an hour away. It was pretty close and just 30 minutes north, 45 minutes north of Dallas. So it was close to home. It felt right. I mean, I had a lot of people on the team that I had previously knew. So, I mean, it was kind of easy. And then I had a coach that I had previously had recruited me at a previous school. So it was pretty easy.
So it felt like family a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It did.
And I guess the family got to see you play a lot.
They did. A lot of family got to see me play, actually. Yes, sir. Coaches and all.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now you've got to make the choice. You're deciding to move on, and you end up here in Albuquerque.
Yes,
Give us the backstory there.
Man, Albuquerque. So the first coach who hit me up was Aaron, Coach Aaron. Coach AK is what I call him. But he hit me up. He previously was at Colorado State, and I have one of my friends goes to Colorado State. And we used to like joke on the phone or whatnot. I used to see him sometimes in the locker room while I was on FaceTime with my friend. So we actually had a little relationship. So he called me up and we were just talking, and I was really intrigued. I mean, they made the tournament this past year. So, I mean, that's the ultimate goal for me. I haven't been to the tournament yet. So that was my main reason. I want to get back to the tournament, or I want to get to the tournament. And so Albuquerque felt right. Coach Pitino, the way he plays really was a big thing for me. And then, Super Pit brought me home for sure.
You mentioned the style of play. Expand on that a little bit. What appeals to you about how the Lobos play?
Man, they get up and down. I believe they were like top 10 in the country last year, or top 15 in pace of play, or transition points or something like that. And it really intrigued me because that's the way I wanted to play for my last year. Yes, sir.
You found the spot.
Man,
and
yes, sir.
You're going to be playing alongside what I think is one of the best point guards in the country, in Donovan Den. What's it been like getting on the court with that guy and just kind of feeling out your teammates for the first time?
Nah, he's really good. Donnie plays with a lot of pace. I think the system actually helps him because he's really good at getting up and down and playing off of high outlets and playing off of high ball screens. So I think he's going to do really good things, or really great things here in Albuquerque overall in his career.
I saw you talk with Quentin.
Yeah.
And you guys were talking about your relative size, and he was giving you your props for being yoked and in 215 and all that stuff. You've got some size on you, on your frame. Have you always been a big guy like this growing up?
Always. And actually, I've been this size since probably like 7th grade. I mean, I've been this size since probably the 7th grade. I mean, probably gained an inch throughout maybe high school, going senior year, maybe a little college. But I've definitely been the same size since I was like 6th, 7th grade. So I've always been like this. Yes, sir.
So you're a 6th, 7th grader.
Yeah.
And you're deep into hoops.
Man.
You love hoops.
Love it.
Who were your guys back then? Like, who'd you like to watch on the TV? Who were the guys locally that you said, oh, man, I want to be that guy? Were there some guys, in the Dallas area that, oh, my gosh, I love watching that guy play.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you had to have some guys, right?
Man, yeah, it was a lot of guys growing up. I think I would say, like, the biggest, I wouldn't say, like, as a certain person, but the team, a team that I would watch the most was probably, like, API with Billy Preston and what's his name? Mark Vidal and all those dudes. It was like a little prep school there in Dallas. So I used to watch those guys and watch them at the gym, and it was just like, whoa, like I want to be those guys for sure. That's how that kind of started for sure. Yes,
Inspirational.
Sir. Inspirational, yes, sir.
What about pros? Who are your favorite pros?
Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite player ever.
Why?
Ever. The way he plays. I mean, just the way he finishes is the biggest thing to me. The way he just creates contact, gets away from contact, has great touch around the rim. I mean, I love watching him. I just love watching him play, yes, sir.
It's already evident in just a couple of times seeing you on the court that you're not afraid of contact at all.
No.
And you kind of invite it Has that always been part of your game?
It actually has been. Early on in my career, like 4th grade, I was actually a 5-man because I was just bigger than everybody else. So, I mean, I was actually a 5-man. So I was out there, posting up and using my shoulders and using my body a lot. And as time went on, I kind of just, became a guard because obviously I wasn't going to be a 5-man in college. So, yeah, that's what happened.
What about the, getting to 6'3" or 6'4", and when did the growth spurt happen? And then okay, you know what? That's it. I've kind of settled in. Now I know where I'm going to fit in.
Yeah, the growth spurt probably was like 4th to 6th grade. I mean, it was pretty early, and then I stayed probably the same size, really, another inch probably later. And then I just took off, man. I mean, I don't know. It's just like I started working out a lot with my ball handling, and I just started coming off ball screens, got with a few trainers. I mean, shout out to my trainers that I train with. And I just ultimately became a guard. My IQ got better. I started watching guards more. I mean, I just started watching guards work out. I just was in the gym with them, and then ultimately it just became that. Yes, sir.
Mentioned Q already.
Yeah, Q.
Quentin Webb, his mom was a college basketball player.
Okay, yeah.
Your dad, Belvis, was a college basketball player.
Sir.
When and if was the first time you beat Dad on the basketball court?
See, it was kind of funny. I was back there kind of thinking about that, and I couldn't quite get to an answer. But I think I've only played my dad one time in one-on-one, and I was about 4th grade. He beat me, of course, but I've asked him ever since high school to play me. He won't play me no more. I don't know. I think it's raps. He said he's tired from work. I get it, but hey, man, he definitely won't play me again. I don't think so.
So he played at Kansas State. He
Yes,
was
sir.
a terrific player, averaged almost 13 points a game, 94, 95, honorable mention, all Big 8. I would imagine you've learned a ton from him.
Man, a lot. Honestly, a lot. I think I get just my grit and my passion for the game from him. He's just he was my coach early on a lot in my career, so he just was on me. He was on me a lot. He was not one of those parents to just let me go by and do whatever. He was on me a lot. A lot of times we would kind of get into it. I mean, that's just the nature of it. So, I mean, yeah, I've learned a lot from him, from just watching basketball games with him and then being on the court with him. So, yeah, I thank you a lot for that too, for sure.
He coached you in the gym. He coached
Yes.
you in the weight room.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what did workouts with Dad look like?
A lot of plyometrics. He believed in a lot of plyometrics, so I'd be a lot of heavy ball jumping and kind of sliding and using the Vertimax. We had a few little ab utensils at the high school that I used to do a lot, and then I just used to, run and just run. So that was it. Yes, sir. Special times, fun times, but
Memories for a lifetime, I would imagine.
man, great memories, yes, sir.
Yeah. Give us a little window into being a little kid just south of Dallas and kind of what growing up was like. And
Yeah.
Was it playground basketball games and what was little CJ Noland doing?
Yeah, I played in the rec league not too far from my home. So, I had 2 older sisters. They played basketball as well, and my dad coached them. So I was just
Sydney and Brittany.
Sydney and Brittany. I was watching Sydney and Brittany play, and so I was always in the gym. I was always, trying to throw the ball in the hoop like a little dude on halftime, just trying to mess around. And then as I got older, I just started to love the game more. And then I just started off playing rec league, and then that transitioned to, high school. You get into AAU, and then you get into EYBLs and all the Adidas circuits and stuff like that. But yeah, that's how it started off. Yes, sir.
Did your sisters ever put you through the paces in one-on-one?
Actually, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. My older sister, Brittany, she used to always try to play one-on-one. She was a little defensive player, so she would always tell me, you got to put your hands up. You got to do this. You got to do that. So, yeah. And my other sister did too, but she was more of a post, so she would try to back me down, but it wouldn't really work for real. But
But some of your skills come from battles with your sisters.
No, it definitely does. I'm not gonna lie. They taught me a lot. They did. A lot of toughness. I'm not more than anything. A lot of toughness. They did not want me to be a player who used to just, fall on the ground and just stay on the ground and bro, get up. You got to get up. So they always used to teach me toughness.
How'd you develop your jump shot?
Man, just actually going back to what you asked me about, how I became a guard, I actually went to this one specific coach, can't think of his name right now, but he kind of taught me how to shoot, how to shoot faster, how to get the ball up quicker. So big shout outs to Coach Jeff. Yeah, shout out to him, man. He's a great dude. We were just in the gym hours and hours. I just remember my mom used to drive me like 45 minutes away just to go to this one dude for this one like training session for like an hour. So we used to just be in there just shooting in front of the rim. So, that happened. And then over time, just a lot of reps. Shots every day. Yes, sir.
So Mom Nicole's the one that got you all the practices, all the games?
No, they both did. They both did. But I remember this one specific workout. This dude I used to work out with, she used to drive me back and forth from there, for sure.
Are there any little pieces of your game that if the Lobo fans see them and that it looks familiar, is there something that you maybe plucked from somebody's game here or there? You mentioned Kyrie, but like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's kind of hard because like there's not a lot of guards my size moving like how I move.
Yeah.
But I just try to take pieces from, just everybody. Just Paul George jump shot, Paul George separation. Like I said, Kyrie finishes. Just from everybody. Anybody you could think of, you just try to take some from their game and just try to implicate it in yours.
You've done it now a couple of times in your career, but getting acclimated to a new location and a new set of teammates, and it's a full court of 16 guys. What about getting on the court with the Lobos for the first time here in the first, couple of weeks, and what it's been like and how you're liking it?
Man, I actually love it. Like Quinn said, we're huge. We're a big team. So, just the wingspan is crazy. The jumping ability is crazy. The size, the frame, the strength on the court is crazy. So I think, like, in the future we'll be good, but now I think it's just fun to play with them. Learning everybody's characteristics, learning everybody's moves. Like I said, Donnie's a really good point guard. So, it's just fun. I'm excited to learn more about their games. Where
do you feel like you fit in? You can play multiple positions, but 2, 3, like what do you think? How's it going to work out? Yeah,
I think, I'm a dude who can hit shots. I think I'm a dude who can create for himself. I think I'm a dude who can create for others more than anything. I think, like, I'm a great teammate. I have the dudes over at my crib just to watch, the finals a few times. So I love having the team over and just love being the team person. So that's what I think I bring most, for sure. Yes, sir.
So when the gang is together at the crib, watching the finals, the Celtics and the Mavericks, what are you guys doing? Are you breaking it down? What's it look like?
It's really a lot of me just yelling at the TV, man, because I feel like Dallas was doing a lot of just uncharacteristic things, and so I like Kyrie, so I'm gonna go. I'm from Dallas too, so I was definitely going for Dallas. But yeah, I was pretty heated a lot of times, but overall it was good fun times.
What's on the table? What's on the snack table when the boys are together watching the finals? What are the preferred munchies? Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of like they kind of have like sign-in sheets for us, so it's like everybody gets their food from like the sign-in sheet that they get us, any food place down here in Albuquerque, and so they get their food and then they just come over, so everybody eats.
Everybody brings his own.
Yeah, everybody brings their own. Yeah.
Okay. Have you found a favorite spot?
I think it's like Glorious. I think it's today. I think it's like Glorious. It's a Mexican place. It's really good. It's really, really good. I don't know how to explain the location to you.
No, that's okay. Yeah. So this is something that newbies to New Mexico have to get asked, and you maybe have already multiple times, but if not, then it'll be the first. But the red or green chili question, have you gotten that yet? And have you tried them both? And do you have a preference? Because everybody wants to know that.
Yeah, green chili. I like green chili.
Yeah. What do you putting it on stuff?
Yeah, I've tried it on a couple things. I think Donnie said he tried it on pizza before. I haven't done that. I haven't tried it on pizza, nah. But breakfast burritos for sure. And then like some scrambled eggs, just breakfast stuff mainly right now.
You haven't put it on a burger yet?
No, I haven't put it on a burger.
That's the next thing to try?
That?
Yes.
Okay.
The green chili cheeseburger is a staple.
All right.
Definitely give that a shot.
I could try that. Where I get that from?
Anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's got them.
Okay, I got you.
Everybody's got them, and they're all great, I think. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Who you rooming with?
I actually live by myself. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
when the guys come over, they're coming over to your crib, hanging out? Yeah?
Yes, sir. By myself, man. I'm like, come on, man. I don't got nobody else here, so they pull up usually, so yes, sir.
You've talked about going to the different places, on the list and picking up food. But do you cook for yourself ever?
I actually do. I actually did. I haven't yet in Albuquerque,
Okay.
but I actually did in OU and in Denton. I cook like a lot of breakfast food, and then I like to cook. Really, is my favorite is Alfredo.
Okay.
I cook a good Alfredo, shrimp or chicken or both sometimes. Really.
What's the preferred pasta in there?
Regular.
Okay.
Yeah, just regular.
You don't mix it up.
No,
okay.
no.
Yeah.
Panini.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, panini.
So see, that's pretty specific.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, you're right. Panini.
Yeah, that's
Panini,
good.
Yeah.
I like it. Talk about the guard group
Mm-hmm.
on the Lobos here for 24-25. And I mean, you mentioned True. We've talked about Donnie. I mean, Q is just in here. Wing. He can play multiple positions. Cade's a brand new point guard. Yeah, just talk about the whole guard group and kind of how you guys are acclimating.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of diversity. I mean, you got Phillip, who's a guard. He's 6'9". I mean, you got Donnie, like we're saying, he's a great point guard. I think Cade's going to follow in his footsteps. Cade's really good. I think True, athletic, can make shots as well. And then you got Q, 6'6" guard, who could do anything, everything. So it's really fun. You got BA, who can hit shots. Man, he's a really good shooter. BA is a really good shooter. I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, it's really fun playing with them. I mean, the way we play is also, I think, helping us just moving the ball and getting up and down and passing to one another when we're open. So.
I got to follow up on BA because I think I had a conversation with BA a few days ago, and he said you guys have had some shooting contests.
Oh, yeah, BA for sure.
You guys
BA
get
can
after
shoot.
it?
Yeah, we do. I like shooting with BA. He gives me some good competition for sure. I love shooting.
Bet.
Yeah, BA can shoot.
Tough one to take down.
Yeah.
Have you gotten him?
No, I actually have. We actually go back and forth probably
Okay.
like every day. He'll win, I win. He'll win, I win. So,
See that? CJ can knock it down.
No, I
Lobo
can.
fan.
I definitely can. Yes, sir.
The handles. How
yeah.
long? Yeah, it's there.
for sure.
We can see that.
Yes,
how far does that go back? And is there a shout out in there for someone who helped you?
Some handles.
Yeah, helped you figure that all out.
So I would definitely say my one of my trainers, Coach Jay Hart. He's actually coaching at SMU now. But yeah, man, he just a lot of heavy ball training. Just because I actually have long arms and big hands, so I think like the more I can have like the ball in my hand and the weighted ball just helps me have like quicker handles and quicker, movements with the ball. So I would say that really sparked and ignited that, that handle game.
Is mid-range a part of your game, and how much of it is in there?
It definitely is a part of my game. Here, I mean, I've been working out with Coach AK, like I'm saying. He's that's a lot what we've been working on, a lot of mid-range game. I mean, that's one of the parts of the game where I want to, show people that I have. Yes, sir.
So that's something you want to put on tape.
I do.
Yeah.
I
So
do.
Aaron Katsuma, what does that workout look like with Coach AK?
Oh, yeah.
When you're putting that down.
Man, form shots. We get into form shots, do some probably mid-range things, some mid-range shots, and then we go into probably catch and shoot one dribble pull-ups, left and right. And then we'll go some floaters, and then we'll go catch and shoot, and then we'll have like catch and shoot like challenges. The other day we did like a Boston Celtics drill. I think it was 10 makes from 5 spots, 2 corners, 2 wings, top of the key. So it was 10 makes, and then it's not timed or anything, but you had to, make it, and whatever you got out of whatever is what your score was.
Is there? You mentioned pull-ups, so
yeah.
I'm guessing there's some 1 or 2 or 3 dribble
2 or 3,
type,
one
left and
coming
right
off ball screens. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. All that, just extending, getting out, running, catching and shooting. So all that type stuff.
Feel like it's coming?
Oh yeah. It's good. It's real good. Yes, sir.
The Lobos have had some finishers.
Yes, sir.
Donovan Dent, the name Kyrie Irving has even come up. You don't want to ever put any kind of expectation like that on a player, but he is an elite finisher, there's no doubt. Donnie, what about you? Clearly, you're a guy who can handle contact at the rim.
Yes, sir.
Is that something you take pride in?
I mean, I used to, I would say back then, but more so it's just a lot of touches because, I mean, like we've been saying, our team is really, really tall and big.
Yes.
So, I mean, they're athletic as well. So it's like you got to get sometimes a little wider. Sometimes you got to get floaters. So, I mean, it's just sometimes switching up, But I definitely had some good, strong contact layups for sure, though. But I always seek that contact there.
I think what I'm hearing is it depends on the size and the scope of the defender that you're
man,
attacking.
It has to be. It has to be. You got to take calculated risk. It's a game of basketball. you don't want to, turn it over too much. You don't want to do something too, so yes, sir.
What have the guys told you about playing in the pit and what that could mean to you and your career and how what that experience might be like here for your last season? Yeah.
Definitely one word, loud, like really, really loud. They say from just walking in down the tunnel, they say it's just you hear the rumble, you hear the fans. It's just I've never had that such before. So, I'm really excited. Even more excited to finish my career here. So.
Well, the Lobo faithful are excited to have you finishing your career here. And I guess maybe as a last direction for our conversation, opportunity, right? The backcourt of the University of New Mexico has turned over significantly. Two of the key pieces of the program for the past few years have both moved on at the same time. And now, yes, the point guard's still there, and there's a returning sophomore off guard, right, in True.
Yeah.
But you're coming into a good situation
where
there is opportunity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How excited about that are you, and what does that look like?
Man, I'm super excited about, the opportunity that I face. I think it's everybody on the team who faces that. We're out there battling every day. It's very exciting to see what's going to come of this team. So I'm really excited about that.
Well, we're excited to see you on the court, and I hope you have a fantastic summer.
Yes, sir.
Getting even further acclimated to Albuquerque and the University of New Mexico. It's been a pleasure being with you.
Thank you.
CJ Noland, our guest on the Lobo Pod.
Yes, sir.
The Lobo Pod is a production of UNM Athletics.